there was an assassination in Minnesota, and a state rep, a woman got shot. The guy was dressed as a cop, came to the door. You saw the ring cam picture of this guy. He's wearing a full latex head mask. And I guess they opened the door and he unloaded on him, on the woman, politician, her husband, and killed their dog, the golden retriever. Come on. So I guess they've caught the guy. There was a manhunt. They had to try to get him. He somehow escaped from the scene of the shooting. None of this makes sense, by the way. None of this guy makes any sense. And you're hearing from everyone, both sides, saying he's a staunch Democrat and he's a MAGA, Trump-loving Republican. And I haven't heard anything for sure either way on this. I would assume since the politician he shot, the woman, she voted with Republicans in Minnesota to stop money, taxpayer-funded medical care for illegals. So if you shoot her for that, you have to assume you are for money going to medical care for illegals, which is not a Republican stance. It's not a MAGA platform. So just based on the stuff I've seen, it does seem like he's a Democrat, or at the very least an independent. But I think he's a lunatic Democrat. They're violent people. They have committed so many crimes against the opposition. We've seen people on the right get shot all the time by people on the left. And this woman was a Democrat, but she voted with the Republicans. So this guy shot her. He got away from the scene. They went after him. They looked for him. They got his wife, who had a passport and ammunition and money in the car. And like, what? This makes no sense. And then to top it off, this guy supposedly had a roommate in a shitty little apartment with a couple other guys that he would stay in every so often during the week. Now, this guy had a beautiful house, a beautiful wife, a beautiful house, and kids, and a good job. I think he's a doctor. And he would stay with greasy, fat roommates every so often. And then they talked to this greasy, disgusting, fat roommate, and he would tell the media what this assassin, this guy named Vance, what he texted to the fat roommate. And the fat roommate's reading it, crying, but it didn't look real. I don't know what's going on here. I have no idea. Like many things happening in the world these days, I don't have a clue. It's all so strange. So here's the assassin's roommate talking about the assassin. Hi, this is Anthony Cumia.
And hello, I am Gavin McInnes.
Together, we're Compound Censored.
And we'd like you to subscribe to our network that has more fantastic content you could shake a stick at. Use this promo code for a one-time super offer.
Do it. It's uncensored and oh so entertaining.
Can you talk about his politics a little bit? I know that you had some discussions. I just wanted to talk about it.
Well, everyone's calling him a Democrat. He's not a Democrat. He would be offended if people called him a Democrat. So,
Laughing.
but he, because of this board thing he was on for Governor Walz,
Yeah.
he wasn't to serve. He was just serving the community. But he, you know, I can't believe a political issue would cause him to do such a thing.
Did he ever bring up the senator or the representative who were targeted?
Like I was saying, no, he never talked about those people. I didn't know those people. I didn't recognize their names.
Any politicians he mentioned?
Well, gee, he mentioned Nancy Pelosi. He didn't like Jim Walz.
Jim Walz?
Didn't like Jim Biden. But
Jim Biden?
What would you say about him?
Well, I mean, nothing. I mean, it's just normal. Well, I don't like this that Tim Wall did this. I don't like that they did that.
Did he mention the protests that were planned for
He
yesterday?
never mentioned the protest.
What did
What
he
do
think
you
of
make
Trump?
of everything that's happened here and the fact
Maybe
that
I
you like,
mentioned it to him, but I don't think he mentioned anything about it.
What would you tell him?
I would tell him to surrender himself so he can be taken alive, because he's like my best friend, so I don't want him to be killed. I don't want him to kill anyone else, you know? So I think if I saw him, I could talk him down, but you know, I don't know where he is.
And did he listen to any particular podcasts or TV shows or anything online that concerns you?
Well, you listen to InfoWars.
Oh.
I kind of said, well, it's like 50% truth. And, you know, I kind of said, don't take everything what they say for granted. I wasn't a real truthful. I mean, they're on for some things, but some things are way off.
Did he talk much about Trump? And what did he say, if so?
I was a Trump supporter. Voted for Trump. If you like Trump, I like Trump. And,
Any podcasts? Oh, InfoWars. Yeah. A crazy right-wing guy. Oh, he's definitely not a Democrat. Definitely not. Who is this guy? Supposedly the roommate, part-time roommate of a doctor that has a house and a family and vehicles, and he stays with this greasy, disgusting, fat that is now the only person talking about him. It's the only person I've seen that is like, oh yeah, this was what that guy was all about. Is there anyone else? Any other family or friends that could let us know what the guy's story is and maybe possible motive to shooting this politician? Or do we just get it from this greasy, disgusting guy? And he seems to be trying a little too hard to present him as a right-wing Trump supporter guy. And we got another video here. Yeah, here he is. What's he talking about? He doesn't want him to be remembered as a crazy right-winger, but he's calling him. Let's watch this clip.
yeah.
thank you. I don't want to take more of your time, so thank you so much.
No problem.
Thanks for entertaining.
I just want you guys to just not say crazy right winger gone nuts and you know, that was all he is, you know. That's
Could you
just
pause?
bothers me. That's his legacy.
Just don't say, crazy right winger goes nuts. It's like you're putting that out there. Here's the guy talking to the media going, yeah, don't say this. Don't say crazy right winger that went nuts. I'd hate for that to be his legacy. You're putting the suggestion out there. That's what you're doing. I'd hate for that to be his legacy. It's all he's talked about. What the? This guy is some kind of a plant, a greasy plant. But he's like, they're not even doing it well, having this guy. It's very ham-handed. It's very obvious that he's trying to plant some seeds for the media here. Don't call him that right-wing crazy guy. He is, but I'd hate for that to be his legacy. And then I think he bursts into tears here. Let's watch.
But I knew him all my life. He wasn't that guy, you know. You're gonna kill me. But
He goes from that to I don't want him to be a right-wing crazy guy that went crazy and shut up. Am I being overly conspiratorial here? Am I being a nut? Because that guy is so obviously not being honest with who he is and what this is all about. And the whole story of the roommate thing, and he's laughing, then he's crying and walking away and planting those seeds of the idea that he is a right-wing guy that went nuts. What is this? What is this? So strange. I need to hear from someone else on this one. I need to hear from his family or other friends. And because this guy, we don't even know if this guy knows him. Really? Think about it. You just present yourself as the roommate of a guy, and they're all talking to him, press conference, and it's a different house. I don't think there's anything that he proved that he even knows this guy. So it's just, again, the media, they don't even want to question it, investigate it. You know, who the are you? How did you meet this guy? Why does he stay at a small apartment with the three other guys during the week if he's married and has a beautiful house and kids? And so none of it makes sense. So if you enjoyed that clip,
Then subscribe to Compound Censored using this promo code.